Hello and welcome to lesson 6.6 practice. These are the 4 problems that I promised you I would work out so that you could see how they were done. This lesson is on the distributive property, so let's get started. I've picked problem 3. Problem 3 says 12 times 4 3/4. And the directions for number 3 say to find each product mentally and then show the steps that you used. So they wanted you to use the distributive property, obviously, because we're working on that. So we do 12 times 4, and we do 12 times 3/4, because we basically just broke the 4 and the 3/4 apart. So when we multiply 12 times 4, we get 48. And when we multiply 12 times 3/4, we can cross simplify, as you see here. We've divided out the 4, so we get 3 on top and 1 on the bottom. And then we get 48 there, and 3 times the 3 that's still left as the numerator makes 9. And then we're going to combine that 48 plus 9 to make 57. Number 6 says that we have 7 times 2.9. So because this is a decimal, we're still going to work it the same way because we're going to use the distributive property. So we're going to do 7 times 2 plus 7 times 0.9. So our first step is to multiply the 7 times 2, and we get 14, and then the 7 times 0.9, and we get 6.3. Now remember, you'd have to swoop out one space and then swoop back in one space like I've done over here on the left. So then you put your 6.3 there. Then you're going to add 14 plus 6.3, and that will give you 20.3, which is your final answer. So you're going to put a box around that and move on. All right, our next problem, number 12 that I've selected, has the directions, use the distributive property to rewrite each algebraic expression. So the problem that we have is 9 times 3 plus v. So the first thing we're going to need to do is distribute or give that gift of the 9 out to the 3. And so let's rewrite our problem here. So 9 times 3, and then we also have 9 times v. Don't forget the 9 times v, and remember that plus sign that I've circled in red is where we get the red plus sign in our second piece. So we have 9 times 3, which is going to give us 27, and we have 9 times v, which will give us 9v. Now remember again, you can't combine 9v and 27 because 27 doesn't have a v on it. Number 16 says, 4 friends each bought a ticket and a bag of popcorn. How much total money did they spend? So what we're looking for is how much they spent. So the first thing you need to do is look at the table to the side, and you need to find out what a ticket and a bag of popcorn costs. So a ticket and a bag of popcorn cost $5.25, $8.50, and $5.25. So we also had 4 friends, and they want to know how much total money we spent. So we have the 4 times the $8.50 plus the $5.25, because that's the ticket and the popcorn, and then we multiply all of that by 4. So let's go ahead and combine those like terms. We get $13.75 inside the parentheses, so that means we're going to multiply $13.75 times 4. So we'll do that off to the side. And remember to swoop out 2 spaces from the 75 cents and to swoop back in 2 spaces, and you get $55. So our final answer is going to be $55 with the dollar sign attached. Make sure you do that if you are taking a test. That concludes our 4 problems worked out from the practice homework.